Did you have a prediction though in terms of, like, they did ask us what we thought, like which team we thought had the better draft, who pulls off this win? What do you think, Syndrome?
So before today,
Yes.
I would have said I think Bait is going to win.
Okay.
I thought they were going to just win both their games, and I would argue they should have won the first game, but they didn't. And now they find themselves with their backs against the wall, but the overall most convincing team in the first two games was Felt. Because they had a hard laning stage, they had to come back, and they did.
Yep.
And the other game, Fate were actually doing very well, and they kind of dropped the ball. So against DogChamp. So I think that they were different in nature, the way these two teams won their, rather how Felt and DogChamp won their games. This time around, I think Enigma has a lot of potential in this game, and I think the lane is going to be a challenge, though, playing against this Monkey King plus likely Disruptor. I will say, though, with how the teams have been playing so far today, I feel like Carry Nature's Prophet could actually just be flat out a game winner. It's been kind of chaotic. This hero thrives in chaos. He plays fast.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
One of those nice games as well for a Gleipnir build-up, right? For Hidden Immune. Like,
Yeah, Gleipnir's good this game.
Yeah.
It's good against Monkey. It's good against Quap. It's two heroes you want to catch. And something as well that I was thinking about is Felt just have arguably superior team fight, which we can't ignore the fact that one team has Overgrowth and Black Hole, and the other one kind of has single target only and a Monkey King ring. I'm not going to count Disruptor ulti as reliable team fight because I feel like it requires setup, and later on in the game it kind of requires an ag. So.
Solji? Oh. That's not a good start for the side of Felt.
He skilled Starstorm and they just killed him. They just hit him until he died.
That they did.
Enigma wasn't there. He was off sacrificing a creep with conversion, so... You know, Soldier bit over more than he could chew there. That's a bit of a great start now for Stonebank. He gets the entire first wave, with the exception of the converted creep, plus First Blood.
Very nice start.
He's going to have Orb of Corrosion minute 1.
I mean, you heard the panel talking about how you don't generally like to lane as an Enigma against Monkey King, and with the Orb of Corrosion coming out early as well, that's going to make life even harder. I'm sure Fade's not going to be too satisfied with that. We'll see how they try to equalize the lane, though. Of course, mid lane, you're going to have Dendy's Queen of Pain against Kits here on the Primal Beast. So far, Dendy having a fantastic time, at least for the first wave. You wouldn't imagine too many issues here for the Quap, right, in this laning phase?
No, I think this should just be a straightforward lane, right? You just need to have one point and blink, and what's happening to you can never happen, but level 1 trample is not a problem. You're not going to get killed by this, and curious to see if Dendy goes 2 in Shadow Strike on level 3, or if he's going to get that blink point for safety. I think he's probably just going 2 in Shadow Strike and will really try to bully the Primal. But yeah, overall, this should definitely be a Quap favored matchup.
Bottom, Solji again being chased down. He's still level 1, needs a couple creeps to die to get the level 2 leap up, and he's gone. It just feels like until you hit level 2, you just can't play aggressive. Like, even with the Starstorm, it's just...
No.
It's not working.
Enigma isn't helpful. So
No.
you absolutely cannot. He's going to get glimpsed even, so more harassment onto Fate. We'll skill the stun here. Create some distance, but he's in Pain Town. Oh, yeah, we'll get salved a bit here by Solji, so that'll help.
Yeah.
And Nature's Prophet, Safe Lane plus Treant are doing pretty okay against the Beastmaster Ench as expected, but something we didn't mention was that 3 bounty runes went the way of Bait, so they have a little bit of a head start in that department as well. But now Stonebank
Maleficus was
might
there.
just get killed here.
Yeah. Oh, Mischief.
Nice Mischief.
Very nice Mischief.
They're out of region now, though. So actually, the next level play here from Soldier would be to identify that they're out of region and then go and kill the courier. Because if he did that, Fade can just free farm the next 3 waves. There will be a Tango pack arriving for Lodin, however, so he is obviously going to give 1 of those, or 2, over to Stonebank here, so he will be regenerating. But at the very least, Fade will get some breathing room here and get some CS. Level 2 Demonic Conversion unlocked. And as good as Monkey King is against Enigma, you're not the tankiest hero. So if the conditions are met, you are killable for this lane. But obviously the corrosion does help quite a bit. The 150 health from that is very nice.
Of course. I tell you what, the top lane's going very well as well for Bait. Like, Funix having a very free time. 19 and 2 in terms of CS. You're not able to really get too many denies off here on the creep wave, and Funix able to go for the max Call of the Wild ball, or rather Call of the Wild build here on the Beastmaster, which is not something you get to see very often these days, because Most of them end up maxing out the axes to try and actually farm the lane.
Yeah, they're often counterpicked in such a way that the boar isn't really particularly useful. In this lane, I think the boar is really good, though. It's very nice against Treant, the hero, not the Treants. That hero struggles a lot when it gets slowed, and the perpetual slow between that and the Ench is very annoying to deal with. And it also gives him a little bit of extra damage for the last hitting that is going to reliably allow him to contest Nature's Prophet plus summons. Bottom lane, Stonebank hitting a Primal Spring here, but will not get the Jingus up. He waited just too long with the glimpse.
It won't matter. He still might just find the kill, and he does. Solji dies for the 3rd time down at this bot lane. Stonebank picking up his 2nd kill now on the Monkey King. And Fade, again, now you said this already, but the Enigma cannot help you if you get caught. Meanwhile, mid, Kits is maybe dead. Eats a Fairy Fire up. Dendy's still trying for the kill. Not going to quite have it. He should be just fine.
He's pressuring him a lot, though. And Faye, well, Kits has no rune to grab, so he will get a bottle refill here, courtesy of Solji.
It's Fade bottom lane.
But that means Fade is 1-on-2.
Yep.
And he will die.
I think so. They have the primal if they need it.
Oh, he got a bit of fog there.
Okay.
Beast.
Yeah. Tries.
There was an attempt.
There was an attempt. Attempting is good.
Yeah.
Should always try. 4-0 here. I mean, I suppose for Felt, they did have the worst possible start last game as well, so maybe this will enable them.
I mean, isn't this just even worse than last time? Because this time they're losing all the lanes. Last time they were winning 1.
Okay, that's true. Dendy.
And the nature of their lineup is also different, right? Okay, good harassment here onto Dendy. He has Blink, but isn't using it. He's still okay. Just walking it off. Will now unlock his level 6, so Sonic Wave available when he has the mana for it. Yeah, it's already looking pretty grim for the Dire team, just because of the nature of the game, right? Enigma and Treant need levels to have major teamfight impact, and the Primal Beast being in an unfavorable matchup, this hero is snowballing from the mid lane in a lot of games we've seen, but not this one as it stands. We'll get glimpsed away here, so not get the top rune, but might find the bottom one, although Dendy could stick and blink.
Yep. He does get the Arcane. Soldier's shown up. They're going to try and maybe pick off Lowdyne, but it seems a little bit too risky for the sake of a +5 Disruptor. Didn't have Onslaught anyway. And now the rotations. I mean, Stominant has the level 2 enchant. Can always start applying a little bit of pressure here in the mid lane, and it's not going to do too much yet, but I think maybe if you waited for the siege creep, I guess he gets another one though anyway. Just picks up another creep. Kid's trying to clear the creep wave while he can, but they're going to keep that siege creep alive at least a little bit longer. Maybe.
It's not hitting the tower though, so a job well done here for Kits for now, but yeah. Bait rotating in extra heroes. The Ench is here with the summons and Disruptor as well, and the siege creep will stay alive because of the new wave coming in, so Felt. They have level 2 living armor and a glyph, but these creeps are quite durable. This is going to take a while. Kits will be able to TP just now.
That's a lot of damage.
Going on Albino Zebra.
Albino. Shadow Strike will be there. Soldier going to show up now, but they need someone to clear that wave.
I think Kits is going to go for it here.
Kind of has to. Glimpse away here.
Oh, he got glimpsed on the onslaught, though. He did not use Trample, so he's going to go in for it now. Yeah, the fact that Mirana doesn't have arrow is really annoying right now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Can't kill that pesky siege creep. The tower falls very low, but well, with living armor, and given enough time, Albino Zebra might be able to heal this up. They also used the Nature's Prophet ult, but did not quite have enough to kill off Lodin.
It's a really sad state of affairs here for Soldier. Like, he's still level 3.
Bot lane though, Stonebank gonna get caught, and the
black hole is there. Hit immune.
Is a goner.
That's a big one. Stonebank will go down. Fade setting up very nicely.
They also found Lodin with the Mirana as well as the Primal.
Problem is though, Dendy found a double damage, so that mid-tier 1 tower is under siege once again.
Oh, they are bullying him away though with Kits. Pulverize.
Is there onto the edge. Stominant, he may drop. Oh, he didn't get him.
He did.
He gets it. The lead C damage was enough. It's now Dendy.
Blink cooldown. If that arrow would have hit, he could have died actually.
Yeah. Dendy will blink away.
Now, okay.
Solji.
That's interesting. He's going to get glimpsed now potentially.
Well, it's level 2. He's out of range.
Just barely. And Stonebank also TP'd mid, so Feld are actually combating the massive disadvantage they had by just making better moves. They've effectively equalized the game here by forcing Bait around the map. Bait now lose their bottom tower to the Nature's Prophet and Enigma since Monkey had to TP mid after dying. And yeah, I gotta admit, after 4 minutes, I was really worried for Feld's chances. Now this looks like a playable game all of a sudden. They really salvaged this quite well.
They're still trying to defend that mid-tier one.
Nar, Dendi could potentially find a Sonic kill here.
Oh, nice bound to strike, and now a Sonic Wave. Dendi.
Wow, that even hit your voice.
Yeah, it really
your
did.
vocal cords got Sonic.
It really did.
All right, Lodin. Lodin will be the sacrifice, but well worth it.
Yeah.
To get that tower and Mirana kill. They also lose their Ench top.
Oh,
seemingly got soloed by Kids. This matchup is amazing for Primal Beast, by the way. This hero eats Ench alive if he gets on top of her. She has so bad base health. If you connect all your spells, you can one-shot combo her at this stage of the game.
yeah.
So Stomanen was definitely caught off there by Kits. And yeah, for the first time in this game, Feld are actually holding the gold lead. I can't believe I'm saying that minute 10. I was not expecting this change of affairs, but looking promising for them right now.
Yeah.
To be able to maybe snowball. Like, the goal of their lineup at this stage of the game is to activate Nature's Prophet and Enigma together, right? And try to push towers if possible while holding their own with Treant. And they've taken a 1-for-1 tower trade. Nature's Prophet has gone Midas, so we'll be scaling massively in this game. And the question is, what's Bait's move gonna be? They have level 8 Beastmaster. He's been quietly almost top farming for his team in this top area. Queen of Pain and Beast play well together with the Roar into burst damage if they can set it up, and they have Ench who can take over a creep to push top tower. So it looks like Bait will try to push the issue here. I don't know if this tower is just going to be a gimme, though. Primal Beast is really good for moments like this, and you have the Treant in good position with level 3 armor. I don't think this is safe for them to just go and take like this. Sonic Wave will be ready in 15. Then he's going to try with the Arcane Rune.
Does have that Arcane Rune up.
Albino Zebra going to pull away the wave here. The Dominator creep, as a result, will be tanking. Can't do that for too long.
Trying to hunt down the train with the wild axes, but he will just kind of walk his way out of there.
Good job at delaying this. He has the glyph as well. We'll see if they choose to use that. They will. Wow. But I thought you were going to get that reference. Anyway.
I did.
You didn't know what to say, though. Well, the tower's gone. They're not going to defend it.
Okay.
They delayed it, but it's a goner.
Thank you for that, Syndrome.
They were trying to catch Stonebank bottom with a... wow, Midnight Pulse, but he was in the top tree line, not the bottom one, so it was a miss from Fade. Speaking of him, he's closing in on... Is that a full mech? He has the mech? Yeah, he has the mech. He's working on Graves. We'll give Felt some more of that teamfight prowess that we've talked about their lineup having. My biggest question mark is Kits. How do you bring this Primal Beast into the game? He lost his lane. He's 1-0, so he hasn't died, but he's still 1,000 net worth behind the Queen of Pain. And this hero, in my experience, doesn't thrive exactly when it has a bad start. So he is against a BKB piercing stun from the Beastmaster. So even a BKB isn't guaranteeing you major impact.
Yeah, there's just so many things that go through the BKB, like the Roar, the Sonic Wave still does damage.
It also pushes you, right?
Right.
I think so.
No,
I think
it does.
both effects pierce, yeah.
It
Oh, they found
does.
Fade.
Fade.
Glimpsed him into Storm.
Pop the mech, but it's not going to be enough. He will go down. Nice little pick off there for Bait now. That's the thing, like, he's going for the BKB on the Primal, but it's literally just for the glimpse back, I think.
Monkey King stun.
Okay.
Static Storm.
Fair, fair.
And I think another part of this is it's actually potentially good for them if he gets roared. Because then Enigma can black hole. Once he gets BKB, right? Like
That's a good point.
You want to try to make Bait's teamfight access, or how to say that, their roadmap of how to fight, you want to make it as complicated as possible. Getting roared on the Primal here is also going to free up Nature's Prophet to just stand and deliver. Because if there's one thing Bait doesn't have, it's a lot of team fight, right? As we've covered. So the few key spells they have are extremely important to get on the right targets. And I would say at the rate this Nature's Prophet is farming, he could become a real threat to just standing and killing the Monkey King, especially if the ring doesn't go off or if he's in Midnight Pulse, he can still die. And that's worth keeping in mind about Midnight Pulse. The AoE is really big. It almost covers a big part of the ring. So Monkey King will take a lot of damage even while standing his ground. That damage being magical, of course.
Absolutely.
Stonebank Still looking pretty good despite being killed. He's 5-1. As the Echo Saber, he's building Maelstrom. Try to keep that farm going.
Moonlight Shadow.
Yeah, they want to look for a pick here on Funnick potentially. Smoke from Bait. They saw that though. Mirana had the eyes on him.
Oh,
This could turn into a counterplay from Felt. They're going to break the smoke from the back.
Kits.
And do nothing.
Yeah, do nothing with it.
Yeah, maybe this was hard to engage into. It's understandable. But at the very least, they disengage.
It's an awkward position. Right next to the Radiant Triangle, of course. It's maybe not advised. They are buying plenty of time. That's the thing. Like, Hidden Immune is freely farming. He's got the Maelstrom up now along with the Midas. So, split pushing game is now on point for Hidden Immune. His farm just escalates into the Gleipnir, I think we talked about earlier. And, I mean, Bait, sure, like, they still look like the stronger team right now, but I still get very concerned when you consider how well this Prophet's going to be farming.
My biggest concern is how does Queen of Pain remain relevant? Because that's the downfall of this hero is if you draw a graph for how good this hero is, it's like really high in the start, and then it falls for quite a while, in my opinion, where it's just weak in the later portion of the mid game. And then super late game, it can become really powerful with the right itemization and a lot of farm, but how are they going to bridge the gap when it's at its weakest? They will find Solji here top with a Roar.
Yeah.
But yeah, Dendi is not getting too much done. He's farmed a Witchblade, but this item isn't good unless you start fighting with it. Kits.
He spotted. Should
Nice
go down,
there.
but in comes the help albino Zebra, but a nice boundless. Gonna set up. Hidden Immune trying to get out, but no, the glimpse. Oh, Felt they're losing everyone. At least they do get albino out, but man, that's a really, really great team fight here for Bait.
That's just what they needed. They get involved with Dendi and he gets a couple kills there. Gets to use that Witchblade for something. They combine with the Monkey King as well, so their cores being involved here get a decent chunk of golden experience. And at the same time, they also managed to keep their mid tower intact. Crucial Centaur Stomp coming out from Stomanen there on the Pulverize, or that could have looked very different. But they covered their bases, and for Kits, once again, what's it going to be? Are you going to farm this BKB, or are you going to try to brute force these fights? It hasn't seemed like it's worked out too well for him. He's 1-1-1 and has pretty low net worth, so really, considering when Felt picked this and why, they have not got a good bang for their buck 16 minutes in. There were plenty of other Kits heroes they could have picked.
Roshan.
Yep. Gonna try to scout it out now. Arrow. Will connect on Dendi, actually.
Oh, that's a big one.
But they can't go into this.
Oh, Roshan's bashed him twice.
Nature's Prophet being bottom. Solji gonna leap in, give vision. Okay, he's just dead.
Oh, yeah, he's gone.
Yeah.
I mean, Fade doesn't have a blink dagger. He's going to walk in if he wants to try and steal this. Albino Zebra does have a blink. But can he possibly get there in time? I don't think so.
No. His dagger needs to fly all the way to bottom lane first before he picks it up. And this will be an Aegis for Stonebank. And also the Maelstrom now completed, so progressing nicely here.
Certainly so.
Still, this is not a free Monkey King game because of the BKB piercing abilities, right? This hero needs to buy BKB at some point this game, but he can get Overgrowth, he can get Black Hold, and if he isn't quick enough, he can also get Pulverized. So the solutions are available for Felt against this setup that Bait are getting, but definitely in the state that they're in now, could see them look to try to put some more pressure, maybe get that top tier 2 with the Beastmaster, and could, you know, congregate up there with their heroes, make a smoke move, find a pick, and turn into something bigger. Kits will wipe out the top wave, slowly but steadily making some progress, but man, his net worth is pitiful.
Yeah.
In this game compared to his counterparts. 2k net worth lead for Dendi over Kits, which accounts for the majority of the advantage for Bait, honestly, is in that position. The supports on the Dire are richer, especially the Disruptor in this game is incredibly poor given that this team is winning the game. Or, that's, I mean, it's debatable. The gold is pretty even, right? But they were definitely on the up in this one.
Yeah, they certainly was. Solji.
Not again.
Yeah, I mean, he was literally just standing
Sticks.
there. Oh! Whoa, that's a lot of damage.
It's a level 4 impetus at max range. It's, yeah.
That... How much? 350 pure damage that last one was.
Yeah, so the damage is capped at 1750 distance, and you do 20% of the distance. That's 350. So it was max.
Oh, he just did... Yeah, that second
literally,
leap.
literally max damage.
So that second leap just killed him.
Yeah.
Yeah, should have just pressed stick. Yep. What can you do?
Yeah, one leap and stick, he might have actually lived.
Yeah.
Potentially.
It happens.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Hidden Immune has the gold for Gleipnir now. If he wants to buy it out, then you want to buy it back, but I feel like it's well worth it to get this item now. But he's waiting for some reason. Don't know if he's contemplating getting another item. Nope, there we go. He's buying it now. We'll TP back and pick it up. Let's see if they're going to use it to try to make a move. Kits is setting up top onto Funnick, so they could travel up here with the Nature's Prophet teleport.
They may just.
And they will.
When I Shadow popped it.
They completely miss him. Oh my god.
What?
What?
Oh,
Did
no.
did actually none of them see him run up that?
I mean, it is nighttime.
They killed the dragon.
They got the dragon real good.
So what I don't understand is why Albino Zebra instantly blinked there when he arrived.
I do not know, sir.
I mean, we have vision that they don't, right? But Funnick effectively kind of juked them by just running below the tree line. All three of them failed to find him. And with that, Bait are looking to make the play we were talking about. Top tier 2. Ripe for the taking. Is there any defense plans for the side of Felt? Does not look like it. Their plans currently heavily revolved around farming, which makes sense. I mean, you want your Enigma to scale, you want your Prophet to scale. And Primal Beast will now finally be able to grab a 21-minute BKB in 200 gold. This is very late. We see games where 4 Primal gets it at this time.
Earlier than this, honestly. Yeah, Kids has had a really
He
rough
has a couple
game.
of build-up items, to be fair. He has Phase Boots, he has Bottle, he has Wand, and Raindrop. So, like, all these items obviously add up, but yeah, definitely not been his best game.
No.
But the potential for plays is there. Like, this hero can always make something happen when it has BKB, as long as he can play around the Beastmaster. Honestly, wouldn't mind seeing him grabbing this BKB, smoking, and just killing this guy, and using a BKB in the process, because they can't help the Beast if he gets pulverized. They have no saves, no BKB piercing stun aside from him to stop the Primal from running rampant. And taking Beastmaster out of the equation in a teamfight would be really big for Felt, in terms of what he provides with his aura, with Aurora.
Oh, 12-5. Felt still holding a very slight net worth lead, but Beta still holding onto that Aegis for another 50 seconds or so. Meanwhile, speaking of pulverizing,
There it is.
Funnick. That's exactly what you said. Like, if this is in the middle of a team fight and you can burst the Beastmaster down, then it's the freest Enigma black hole of your life.
Yeah, and Fade was queuing up the shard, but he hasn't bought it. He's also queuing up Dagger. So I think he's making the judgment call here that, okay, I can either get the shard and have some impact with these Malefices now, but that's going to fall off when the enemy cores are inevitably getting BKB, or I could get the Dagger and start working on a BKB, and then my ulti is fully protected as long as we get Beast. I feel like that's the game-winning attitude here that Enigma should have, is trusting that Primal or Treant can catch this Beastmaster for him, and then the stage is just set for Enigma to basically carry the game, potentially.
Yeah.
So would love to see him skip the shard. For me, the shard on Enigma is a timing item where you need to play tempo with your strategy. So you want to have shard, and generally we see it bought together with Vessel because they complement each other so well in finding solo kills, and that then recycles the item, right? Because you keep finding Vessel charges because you have the shard to make those kills happen. In this game, I don't think it's worth it.
Okay.
Top tower's gone. Hit immune. Push this out with his creeps. And he's closing in on now his BKB. Level 16 on this Nature's Prophet, starting to create some serious distance now between himself and the Monkey King. 2.5k gold and 3 levels.
It's a big deal.
In the lead.
Yeah, like one team fight, that's going to really start to escalate. BKB now up on Dendi. He might be willing to fight with this.
He has a gem too. He would be a huge kill for the Dire. Because getting rid of vision is always obviously super impactful at a pro level in Dota, but there's certain games where it just feels even better. And this, I feel like, is one of them. You want to restrain the Beastmaster from playing the map. And by having the gem, you also empower your Treant to feel safe when he's moving around gathering information.
Oh, here we go, Bait. 4-man smoke up. They're feeling powerful right now. It's been a bit of a quieter game here between these two, but they are going to see Solji. Boundless, though, does not connect.
He has no leaps.
Is there. Solji's got no leap charges, so he is going to drop.
It's a small kill for Bait, but it opens up for more aggression. They're going to move into the enemy triangle, potentially. Get some vision out. But now they're going to settle and just play the top half. And in return, the Dire will play the bottom. And Fade is not queuing up BKB. He's actually queuing up the Lincolns. I feel like BKB is the better choice here with the reasoning I explained earlier, Hit Immune is going to solo Lodin very easily here. Just 5 attacks is all it takes.
Yeah.
The thing is, if you buy this Lincoln, sure, you're not getting Roared or Glimpsed, but you could still get both, or you could get Monkey King stunned. You know, you could get stopped by some sort of creep that either Ench or Beastmaster has.
Yeah.
There's like other issues. You can get Static Stormed. Like literally anything needs to clip you. If you have the BKB and the Beast is handled, you are free in the fight. And I think it's better to rely on your teammates to do the right thing than relying on the enemies to do the wrong thing.
Absolutely. And that's the thing, right? It's all about trusting kits to get the job done and stopping it.
Okay. Well, this is not going to end well, I think, for the side of Felt.
No, it doesn't seem like it. Kits pops his BKB, but he's gone.
Yeah, Mirana's going to die here too, once again out of leaves. And that was just a half-assed attempt, honestly. They didn't bring the right heroes to the play.
I'm not
you
really
want to invade here? You got to bring your artillery.
Yeah.
Primal Beast Mirana don't kill anything this game. It's the Nature's Prophet dealing the damage. It's the Enigma dealing the damage.
And
So
now
that-
you understand why Fade's going for the Lincoln Sphere.
Well, guess I understand it a little bit better. Doesn't mean I have to like it.
No, neither do I, Cinder. Neither do I. Oh, well, Bait. I mean, they're still not in a huge lead. The thing is, again, Hidden Immune is the saving grace. If he joins the fights, that is. In fact, speaking of the devil, teleporting in.
Lodin's in trouble here. He can Gleipnir. All right.
Nice
Does he
little
want to
glimpse.
BKB this? He does not. But Lodin still can't move. He's going to get Malefist. He's still fine, actually.
But now,
I think they can't really commit into this. Primal Beast going to get stunned by the Monkey King. Nicely done. And Kit's BKB on cooldown.
oh, Kit, Pulverize is there.
Good Static Storm from
Hit
Lodin
Immune.
on the side, though.
Does show up. Static Storm is down as well. Kit is going to go down here on the Primals. Hidden Immune is just going to be forced to TP out. This is such a desperate team fight. They do find the Disruptor, but they've lost Fade on the Enigma. 3 for 1.
Yeah, just not coordinated. The Nature's Prophet goes in and starts fighting the Monkey King, but guess what? He has BKB too, and he turns it around, and Nature's Prophet has to yield and get out of there. Once again, the Primal Beast moves not paying off. Walks in, doesn't have BKB. Sure, you get a Pulverize, but the damage isn't there during the Pulverize, so it doesn't matter.
I'm not really sure. Like, Kit's just onslaught into 4 heroes while they were trying to take down the Disruptor.
Yeah.
It's...
Well, I think Kits, to be fair, wanted to onslaught up into the Disruptor, but he got stunned by Monkey King from the trees.
Okay.
So it was also a good play from Bait, but the fact of the matter is they were still segmented, right? They're not playing together as tight as they should be right now to set up their Enigma for success. The silver lining there for the Dire is that Nature's Prophet does make it out alive, just pops the BKB and calls it a day. Like, he didn't want to stick around. He's currently queuing up Satanic and AC. Curious about his order. Dendi going for the Kaya Sanj. Monkey King close to Skadi. It's pretty big.
It's huge.
Giving him a lot more tankable, having that healing reduction against Nature's Prophet, eventual Satanic.
It's like, I mean, you can have as much farm as you want on the side of Felt, but if you're not playing as a team, it means nothing. Fade is certainly playing much more like a team than they are right now. As take the outpost away from the Dire. Arrow is going to connect, so it'll be delayed just a little bit. Roshan is back up and available, and it does seem like Bait will have first dibs on that as Dominant has scouted it out.
Yeah, some good pressure bottom though here from Kits. But yeah, Bait don't need to go back because there's no pushing hero down there. They're just going to commit for this. And they kill this off pretty quickly. Beastmaster Aura, the drum boots, as well as Ench just throwing 100 impetuses together with the Monkey King slamming away will get the job done. And that's an Aegis once again now for Stonebank. Was this Rosh number 1 or 2?
2,
This
I
was
think.
2, right? Who got the shard?
Good question.
Dendi has a shard. I think he didn't buy his. Yeah, they gave it to Queen. So now there's a Blink Silence, 125 AoE damage, and a 1.75 second silence at departure and arrival.
Very nice.
It's nice sometimes, but the reason this is a bit iffy is still Queen of Pain doesn't necessarily want to blink in a lot of the time, but rather play from range.
Kits, he's going to move in. They found the edge. That's 1 down.
Good start here, but Bait with the flank.
They're coming. Oh, Fade. Oh, he's whiffed the black hole. He almost had it. They're still going to keep the fight going. Funnick will run. Kits onslaughts out. They'll leave albino Zebra to die. Hidden Immune. Can he TP away? He can. Oh, he was He was like a couple pixels off landing on both.
And lands on none.
Radiant's
It lands on
tower
nothing.
is under
Yeah.
attack.
Hey, had he landed that, such an easy team fight.
I'm not even sure if they had enough damage there to really fully take advantage of it. It would have definitely set up for better conditions, but Kits was not part of that black hole, right? He was all the way down to the left, and I don't know if the Nature's Prophet was really fully able to commit onto that black hole regardless. Maybe they would have killed the Beastmaster at least, but I mean, at the end of the day, Felt getting out with 1 death there is probably a pretty good result. They just traded supports, ultimately.
Yeah.
Should, I guess, feel pretty happy with that, given they got a 0-man black hole. Now, a long cooldown, obviously, have to wait 2 minutes to try that again. Worth keeping in mind, that was also a fight into Aegis. So, Bait, their first big team fight with the Aegis doesn't really yield any results. Now, just 3 minutes left on it to get something done.
My sprites are with us.
Lodian chasing here,
Kits.
looking for the glimpse. They will finally find Kits, and he is toast.
Kid's gonna go down once again, just not having a Primal Beast game at all. Speaking of, Solji,
Dire are
we've seen this one before.
Okay, nice movement there, actually avoiding the glimpse. And he might juke them out entirely by going down here, so he'll make his way around it.
Well, Stonebank, bottom lane. Gonna maybe set up on something himself. They do have the Hawks coming out here from Funnick.
I think if Stonebank tries for something here, this is going to backfire really hard. The protection is there from Treant. They're actually just going to make the move themselves. The
Oh,
roar.
nice boundless is there from the Monkey King. They're still going though. Overgrowth is out and, well, you know, Synderen, you've got impeccable timing. You really do.
Yep, that was indeed not going to go well. He BKBs now and TP's out. No black hole and no overgrowth. They used that on the first life, but yeah, that's Aegis for nothing. The Beastmaster was off on the left roaring off the Enigma, but he didn't have any backup because he was alone. It's just very disconnected, right? Like Monkey King is pushing bot tower with Beast protecting him, but they don't have the damage to combine.
Yeah.
If Queen of Pain is there, this is a different story. If even Disruptor or Ench there might have actually swung that in their favor to be able to stand their ground and find kills, but end up getting nothing. Dendy getting arrowed out of the Pulverize.
Okay, this is where it all starts to fall apart.
He had a 6-kill streak, and all of that gold goes to Treant. Amazing. But
I mean, why not?
they still share the AoE gold, obviously, to the team.
I mean, this is the thing, like that bottom play, you lose the Aegis like that for Stonebank. It's like, what are we even doing anymore? Like, why? And now Dendy ends up dying, like not his fault, but
I mean, that's debatable, right? It's like, it takes 2 to tango. If he's in a position that is safe, in theory, but his teammate aren't covering him and therefore it isn't safe, he should also not be there, right?
Right.
It's like, it kind of goes both ways. Either the team plays together so you can play areas, or if you're there alone, you know you're taking the risk, and if you do get caught, I mean, it's not on anyone else than you, right? It was a good play from Felt as well, but at the end of the day, he did let Primal Beast onslaught into Pulverize him, and then he got arrowed. He has BKB, so if he really wants, he can protect himself against it, but got comboed off.
that's a very responsible take, Synderen.
Yeah,
I like that.
it's a game of give and take.
Yeah.
You need your teammates to pause the game for you.
Funnick needs a quick reconnection. That's the thing, like, we see this all the time with Bait. Like, just one little mistake like that, and suddenly the game just starts swinging back the other way. And
I think part of the problem in this game for them is that they're lacking direction, because I think a lineup like this is actually relatively difficult to play. You don't have your very telegraphed and obvious play is to play around the roar, but since your waves are always getting pushed out by this Nature's Prophet and you need to split up your team, it becomes difficult to make these telegraphed moves for yourself that you want to make, where you find a roar into starting a fight and you snowball through with that. Since he's your only reliable true stun that sets stuff up, you have Monkey King stun, but it's short and it's very positional based, and he's often going to be showing on waves to find farm, right? It's hard to split your resources around the map and make good moves, whereas a team like what Felt have, Nature's Prophet can join globally. He's just going to be pushing waves. And if Primal Beast and Mirana combine onto anything, they know for a fact they have a third guy that can show, and Treant can be with them in the trees, right? So it's just like the nature of the lineups and what Bait need to do, since they don't have strong team fight, is very single target centric, and that just takes the nailing of execution of when you go in and where. Monkey King, gotta find the stun into Glimpse.
yeah, I mean,
Have
Solji
Yules.
kind of went for an arrow.
He's gonna die.
Went for the classic, I can land an arrow, and ends up costing me his life.
Yep.
They did not know he was there before that arrow.
And this, by the way, what I just talked about is the primary reason why Queen of Pain is not rated nearly as highly as all the spirits mid. Because they can make their own destiny, basically, in the game.
Right.
Queen of Pain is largely reliant on playing in tandem with teammates setting her up because she doesn't fully want to go in, but she also can't fully assassinate heroes from range without assistance. So her biggest asset as a hero is that she's really good in lane in a lot of matchups, such as this one, and he did get the advantage, but you need to transform that advantage into something meaningful on the map, and that's where, say, an Ember breaks even with a Primal Beast. A lot of the time, this Ember is going to have a lot to offer his teammates in the following 15 minutes, whereas Queen of Pain will be like, guys, make moves for me a lot of the time.
So what you're telling me is Quap needs 2 charges of Blink.
If Quap had a stun, this hero would be insane, but it doesn't.
Hit him mute. Oh, could be a massive kill. This is the one you really want.
There's the BKB.
Is he going to react quick enough?
He's running off to the side. Nice.
Boundless right on the tip. Roar out as well into the clips. They should have him, and they will.
There you go. Finally
Massive.
a good team fight move or team rotation from Bait. And it does look like it comes for free. They're not getting countered on this move. The rotation wasn't fast enough out of Felt.
Huge kill here for the side of Bait.
Yep. He had the right read as well there, Hitimmune. He was backing off to the right, but the Monkey King stun clips him on the edge and they get the glimpse back and then roar him before he gets off the BKB. If he had BKB'd there, that could have been a setup for a black hole potentially, but now Bait will reap the rewards. They will get the mid tier 2.
Glimpse
And
back.
they found a glimpse on Fade.
They have, but where's the backup?
He is fine. There's nobody here.
They're just being annoying.
Yep. Striking some fear into him, but this is effectively also showing the ward that they, I guess, kind of could assume is there regardless, but now they know for a fact that Disruptor should have vision up there.
I think they know Fade's still around. Fade, he's gonna show himself.
Pressure Beastmaster's dominated creep a little bit here, but guess what? The Ice Shaman is a little bit stronger. With 2 boars and a creep wave
You'd hope so.
on the other side, not really a fair fight. Albino Zebra will get spotted here by Dendy's Scream hitting him, but he doesn't know where he is, and Dendy now eyeing up a Shiva's Guard. Pretty common item on Queen. Gives you the more confidence to go in. You really need that armor to be able to play more in the face of the enemy in order to use your Scream of Pain damage. Need to be able to tank up, but you're still at the mercy of not getting caught by Black Hole and Midnight Pulse. You can still die to this. So, and that is still the ticking time bomb here. Enigma is close to BKB. And that's going to be a potential true game changer for the side of the Dire. They're very much reliant on this Black Hole later since they only truly have 1 carry. The Primal Beast is not going to deal meaningful damage unless he gets an Axe. Oh, Funnick.
Oh, here we go.
Smoke breaks behind him. Oh, they missed the Boundless. This could be big.
Pulverize that on Stonebank. He's still able to get the Wukong's command off onto Kits, though. Kits, he's still going to be able to get out, though. All right.
Clean disengage. This means no Roar and no Monkey King ult.
Get immune.
This could be go time for the Dire here.
He's very far forward in the Prophet, though. They still have the... No, they don't have the Roar available, excuse me.
Enigma is definitely in a position here where he could get something done if they could only get vision. Monkey King gonna go for it.
Yeah, Fade in danger, bashed up as well by the basher of the Monkey King, and he'll never get a black hole off. Kit's now in trouble as well. Overgrowth gonna buy him a little bit of time, but nowhere near enough. Hit immune. Oh, he can't even get a proc on the
Fade gets the black hole off.
He does
But
eventually in
Dendy
the
with the
back, but
silence.
Dandy is there with the silence out. Stoneback survives. He will finally go down, but it costs so much. It's hit immune versus the world at this point.
Well, he's winning.
Yeah, it kind of is. He'll TP out.
Huge silence from Dendy. That really salvages the fight quite a bit that he has the shard. I think Fade was not taking this into account when he went for that Black Hole and the Monkey King. He was like, all right, I got him, guys. They have no stuns. They can't stop me. But, yep, that Blink shard really helping out here for Bait. And at the end of the day, it's kind of an even trade on gold, but the fact that Enigma dies back, I think I'm going to give that as a victory to Bait overall. They're delaying this BKB that is the key item for the Dire. In this exchange, Enigma lost about 1,000 gold. So another 2 minutes added to the timer of this key item. And we'll now pick up a Wind Waker on Mirana. First item.
We saw this the other day from Soldier,
Arcane
actually.
Boots Wind Waker against the Roar. It is nice. I mean, it's also, you can also save people from Monkey King rings, so I get the idea, but this is such a big investment. Mirana could have had auras. She could have, you could have gone like Wraith Pact. You could have gone for a pipe if you thought it was good this game, which it really isn't. So that's fine that he doesn't do that. But Wraith Pact could have been pretty nifty. Force Staff, Glimmer, the classics.
Yeah.
He opts to go for this Wind Waker. Let's see if it pays off. This is a very rare item to pick up early because it's so damn expensive.
Really is.
And I say early, it is 37 minutes in, but it's the first item of a support hero.
Yeah. Yeah, I can't remember what team it was he was up against, but he really saved the game. But he did the hold on a minute. Pulverize is there. Roar
There's
out
the
immediately.
roar.
They do get a Gleipnir onto the Disruptor, but they won't be able to go after him. Instead, hit immune. Very far forward, doesn't need to back off. Dendy, he did move his way in, but maybe needs to move back out as kids. Now the one being targeted. Sprout to block the way, but Dendy will be able to at least find the Primal Beast. They even found Albino. He's trying to hide in the tree line, but he's not going to be able to make it out. He's down. Meanwhile, they even found a third. Hit immune's gone.
They had no business being there. They didn't have Black Hole, and they're posing aggressively on the map. Bait are just going to punish them all day for this. 4 kills out of nowhere. And this is a lane of barracks minimum.
Yeah, I mean, Bait are doing it. Bait are indeed doing it here in game, or obviously the first game, no game number 1, but game number 3. These are best of ones after all. It's looking like a different team this game, I'll tell you.
I mean, one of the key differences in this game is just Kits, right? Just not finding his footing. And this for me is the second Primal Beast game we've now seen where this hero has looked, I'll be honest, incredibly underwhelming in both games. Whether it was a 3 or a 2, these teams seem to not find the way of enabling it in the same way that we've seen from other regions. It's been a big pick in China for especially LGD. They play it with Mirana and just terrorize the map, but with this Queen of Pain counterpick from Bait and the way the lanes went, never really got a footing. The only hero on the Dire that's truly able to carry this game is Hit Immune. If he makes a mistake on the Nature's Prophet, it feels like the game's over.
Yeah.
Enigma's BKB is closing in, but the bad news for Felt, on top of losing 2 lanes, is that they're also going to have to fight into Aegis, Cheese, and Refresher. So even a good Black Hole doesn't necessarily cut it when the cores have a BKB and a Cheese. Monkey will take the Aegis. Cheese going to Stomanen for now. He has a Moon Shard of all things on Ench. Well, he'll deal damage.
Why the hell not? Enchanted Quiver as well. That always feels nice.
Also running the Ench Shard, which is kind of interesting. He has the Little Friends ability.
Oh, okay. We're seeing this again, are we?
Yep.
All right. I mean, there is a lot of units on the map. Eidolons and Treants,
Yep.
Because you can always hope to body block someone with those
When
things.
you empower Beastmasters units quite a lot by using this, right? You give them so much attack speed and move speed on the target.
Fair.
And it also works on the Eidolons of the enemy and the Treants of the enemy at the same time. So there's some benefits to it for sure.
Oh, that was the Enchanted Quiver of Phil, by the way. That we do have Stomanen with right now. Not sure when he was able to pick that one up or steal it away. Maybe it just got left behind. Who the hell knows? All right, it got left behind, apparently. Very good.
Wait, which one?
The Enchanted Quiver on Stomanen right now.
Right.
It's actually Fault's item.
Yeah, that's a very good item on Ench.
It is. It really
Fortunately
is.
for him, they forcore.
Yeah.
Skull emoji.
Butterfly now available on Stonebank. He'll just bring that on the courier, and he really is 6 slotted. Like, he's just running out of... He doesn't have enough slots. He's got too many items right now. I mean, while Hit Immune's still top of the net worth board, it just hasn't meant anything this game. The rest of his team is just way too far behind to have any impact.
Well, Fade could save this game. That's the one thing you're holding on to as Felt here, is getting a good Black Hole. He has Blink BKB. If they see the Beastmaster, this is possible, but you can't let Monkey King sit up for too long, or this lane of barracks is just going to be gone. The tower, going to glyph it for now to try to buy some time while Nature's Prophet farms up in the left side and gets their tier 2, but you got to make a move at some point soon, or this is just gone. The Midnight pulsed already, so they don't have that for the next 20 seconds. This is an important spell for this upcoming fight.
You need that damage.
And okay.
MKB up on on Hidden Mute. They're going to try and move in. That'll counter the butterfly, but the Wukong's command is there. Stonebank trying to man up through this. Pulverize. What was that even on?
It was on a creep. He wanted to pulverize Stonebank, but he BKB'd, so he couldn't do it.
Oh.
Soldier's dead. Overgrowth?
Yeah, now they've got the Primal Beast. Kid's trapped up in the Static Storm, and he's gone. Buyback is available, but they're losing their bottom racks.
Bait are just spread out. They're just patiently recognizing, okay, we're not going to give Enigma the opportunity for a black hole. Stonebank is strong enough that he can stand alone and deliver.
Fade.
He's going to do a bit of damage here, but...
There's Hidden Mute.
Dendy with the refresh, I think? No, that wasn't him.
I believe it was actually Hidden Mute that used that.
Okay.
Kids will go
they
down.
got Monkey the one time. Sprout leash, black hole.
Yeah, there it is. They'll
Fade.
hold down. Where's the damage? Where's the profit? Hidden Mute wasn't there. He was clearing the mid creep wave. Oh no! And Stonebank's just having the freest time now. Ah, this game's over. Well, what happened? The team fell apart in this game. They went from making a huge comeback in their game against DogChamp, and then against Bait, they just forgot to talk to each other.